At first there was nothing, a black void with no form. Then there was everything following the Big Bang. Swirling burning specks of creation that circled life-giving suns formed, and then we raced to the light. It was the spark that ignited the fire. A legend that grew in the telling. Others said it was when the guard were broken on the dead moon. Many more think it was when Ex Nihilo transformed Mars, turning the red planet green. But they were all wrong as it happened. Before the light, before the war, and before the fall. It started with two men. It started with an idea. Tony Stark is in his lab using a gauntlet to remotely view ideas on a massive screen. He finishes what he's doing and heads to Captain America's quarters. Tony tells him to wake up, explaining that he hasn't been able to sleep. He couldn't stop thinking about something Steve said, and well, he's been busy. He apologizes as he knows it's late, but Steve tells him it's fine. He's grateful. Bad dreams? Asks Tony. Steve recalls a dream he had of the Illuminati and says it's something like that. Tony tells him he'll buy him coffee. As they walk side by side, Tony explains that he's had an idea that he just can't switch off. The exact same thing happened the day they found Cap. You remember that? Asks Cap. Tony tells him he remembers everything about that day. They started something that mattered, and because of Cap, the world changed. He changed. He puts his arm around Steve's shoulder and says that the best ideas are always the simplest. He asks Steve if he remembers what he said. Steve does, and Tony verbalizes it. They have to get bigger. Mars, 1 month later. A strange cannon fires into the sky. Standing in the freshly verdant environment, a tall golden being named Ex Nihilo smiles and points to the cargo being delivered. He asks his companion Aleph to look at it streaking across the sky. He wonders if this is how the goddess felt at the moment of creation. Aleph corrects him in that there is no deity, and it isn't creation. He strolls towards the cannon and says that they have been given this opportunity to hurl origin bombs earthward. He doesn't want to be a destroyer of worlds. He wants to build one. He asks Aleph to look at the humanoid being he's creating, which grows beside him, and tells a woman named Abyss and Aleph that he's assembling a perfected version of the creatures who inhabit the planet. He will be their new Adam, the first man, their son. Ex Nihilo asks Abyss what she sees. She looks up at him and replies that she sees things for what they are. She creates clear images in a pool and informs him that the Earthmen are clever animals who learn to make tools. Now they threaten everything because they have taught themselves to be dangerous. She points to the center of the circle, a kind of graph, and asks him to look how aggressive the Earthmen are. They've sent heroes to stop them, their very best. At that moment, Aleph armors up and informs them that the apes are incoming. Above, the projectile fired by Ex Nihilo is destroyed, and Cap congratulates Hawkeye on his shooting. Clint replies that he marked and recorded the trajectory so the Black Widow should be able to follow it. Natasha taps at a computer and tells them she's got it. They're locked on course to set them up along the horizon. They won't see them coming. Soon, they prepare for landing and Cap notes that Mars is green. Vegetation? He asks. Is that even possible? Tony replies that he doesn't know why it wouldn't be. After all, the first two bombs that hit Earth completely changed the biospheres of the impact zones. Whoever these people are, they've altered billions of years of evolution in minutes. And he adds, they did it by remote from over 200 million kilometers away.